Welcome in our class, and today we will study the chapter number 7, and name of the chapter is nervous system. In nervous system we will study the following learning objectives that are given here: types of nerves, sensory nerves, motor nerves, cranial nerves, spinal nerves, about this structure of motor neuron, central nervous system, its parts and functions, reflex actions, its definition, and stimulus response. These topics we will study in this chapter. Now let's we start. We know that all living organisms respond and react to change in the environment around them. That means when any stimulus will make the change in environment, the living organisms also respond against it. Now the living organisms show response to stimulus such as light, heat, cold, sound, smell, taste, touch, pressure, pain, etc. Now the response of organism to a stimulus is usually in the form of some movements of their body parts. Example, suppose that if a man touches any hot plate, what will happen? Suddenly he will remove their hand. Okay, now example is given here. A man touches tip of a needle or pin, accidentally he quickly pull his hand. Here the man reacts by moving hand away from the hot needle. Okay, similarly when sun is bright we close our eyes. In this case actually the light is stimulus and we react by closing eyes. Human body perform various processes such as respiration, digestion, excretion, growth, circulation, etc. These are the various processes which performed by the human beings, and the process are being carried out by specialized organ that are interrelated and interdependent on each other. Okay, there is usually coordination between these organ system because of which they are able to function smoothly. That means all the organs are interrelated with each other. Now coordination is defined as the interaction and interrelation between the various activities in the body of living being that takes place initially and externally. Okay, so coordination is defined as the interaction and interrelation between the various activities in the body of a living being that plays internally or externally. Now coordination is important in simple activities such as eating, where there has not been coordination between the movements of eyes or hands or mouth so that food goes to the right place and is consumed. If there will not be the correlations, not be coordination, then your food will not move to right place. Okay, now do you think that involuntary organs such as heart and kidney also coordinates and respond to the stimulus? Yes. Now types of coordination. What are the different types of coordination? The coordination can be of two types: nervous coordination and chemical coordination. So let's start to study it about the nervous coordination at first. What is nervous coordination? In nervous coordination, the coordination of nerves and the brain is part of nervous coordination. That means in nervous coordination nerves and brain involves. Now example, we withdraw our hand immediately on touching hot plate. Why Why? Yes, the action of the body could be voluntary or reflex. At that time when plate will be hot and you will touch it, so with the help of coordination, due to the coordination, you remove your hand at that time when you touch any hot object. Now voluntary actions are those, yes, you know that voluntary means that which are under control of our brain, of our conscious of such actions. Now reflex or involuntary actions are those that are in response to external or internal stimuli. Okay, when any stimulus will be there, then reflex action will be there. Now second is chemical coordination. The first was nervous coordination and second is chemical coordination. Now the coordination takes place when endocrine glands are involved and the production of the chemicals will be there, and that will be essential chemicals and vital in controlling various processes in the human body. The endocrine glands that are called the ductless glands, because there is not any duct find, that endocrine gland is called the ductless gland, and the chemicals are secreted from these glands which are known as hormones. So which organ, which part of the body secretes the hormones? That is endocrine gland. Okay, now hormones are chemicals that are secreted directly into the blood by the endocrine gland and which regulates the certain process in human body. Now function of nervous system. So two types of controlling you have seen, nervous coordination and chemical coordination, and thereafter the function of nervous system, how your nervous system works. Now in function, the function of nervous system is to coordinate the activities of our body. That means this nervous system coordinate the activities which is performed in the body. It is the control system of the actions, okay, either that are thinking, listening and behavior. The nervous system helps all other systems. Nervous system, it helps all the other systems of our body. Why? To work together. Okay, the nervous system is like a manager inside the body, since it manages the function of body. Its job is to control and coordinate the parts of body. Okay, that's why when parts of body will be controlled and coordinated, our body will function properly. Okay, now our nervous system coordinates muscles so that we can do things which is need, and thinking like reading, writing, cycling, dancing, etc., that is also related to nervous system. The nervous system also coordinates things which we don't have to think about, like heat, like heartbeat and breathing. So it means heartbeat and breathing, these are also controlled through the nervous system. Okay, now the human nervous system receives information from the surroundings and then interprets it and then responds accordingly. Okay, that means our nervous system will take the information and thereafter it give response. The nervous system also passes information from one internal system to another internal system. For example, suppose that you put food in our mouth. You put food in your mouth, it immediately causes the release of saliva from the salivary gland. How this function is occurred? Due to the nervous system. Okay, nervous system in animals. Now our next topic is the nervous system in higher organisms. Okay, vertebrates like human have a well developed nervous system. It is made up of nerve cells and neurons. So nervous system is made up of nerve cells and neurons in case of human beings and vertebrates. Messages are transferred through the nerve cells in the form of electric impulse. That means in which form message sent? In the form of electric impulse. There are about 30,000 million nerves in human body. So very much in number there is the presence of nerves in the body of human. Now the thing is neuron. You know that the nervous system is consist of nerve cells and neurons. So first is neuron. Neuron or nerve cells. This is the unit of nervous system actually. Neurons or nerve cells are the smallest structural and functional unit of the nervous system. A neuron consists of the following three parts. This is dendrite, cyton or soma, and axon. Okay, axon, cyton and dendron. This one is axon, this one is axon, then this is cyton, and these are dendrons. The plural form of this dendron is called dendrite. Okay, and this is called the axon terminal. Axon terminal. Now about neurons you had seen here. Now next is, after the neuron, here you will study the parts of neuron. So first is cyton. I had told you here this one is cyton and this is axon and this is nerve ending. These are dendrites. Okay, so the cyton, each neuron consists a main cell body that is called the cyton. It contains nucleus and cytoplasm, and dendrites are the number of processes of finger like projections are there, that is dendrites, and dendrites further divided and form the dendrites. Okay, they receive message from other neuron. The function of dendron is to receive the message from other neurons. Now axon is a long specialized processes arising from the other side of cyton. You had seen it in this figure. In this figure here, this is axon. This rod shaped structure is axon. Now dendrites about you had studied, and axons. Axon is a long specialized process arises from the other side of cyton, which you had seen in figure. It may be from few millimeter up to more than 1 meter in length. Axon is surrounded by the sheath, and that sheath is called the myelin sheath. Myelin sheath, these are called the myelin sheath. Here this is called the myelin sheath. Now after axons, types of neurons. In our next session we will discuss about the types of neurons. So that's all for today.